Hi, I'm Heather from Heather Handmade, and today I'm going to show you the dollhouse that I redid for my daughters for Christmas. It's been a really long, but really fun project. I had so much fun making things and redoing this dollhouse. It's a really special story, so let's get into it. So this dollhouse was made in the late 60s. My grandpa made it for my mom. He was a contractor and he would get leftovers stuff from work and he would bring it home, and he slowly built this dollhouse for my mom. She played with it for several years and then stored it until my mom got married and had 2 daughters. So my grandpa fixed it up, and my sister and I got it for Christmas one year in the 90s. It had some new stuff, and we played with it for years and years. We loved it. It was really magical to be able to play with something that my mom had played with. After that, it got stored until now. I have daughters that are old enough to play with it, and I spent the time fixing it and redoing it so that my girls can now play with it. So I took some pictures before of what it looked like. So I'm going to show you that here on the side. There was different carpet, different wallpaper. There was different banisters, different stairs. This room, the rooms were slightly different. There were several pieces that were broken that had been played with over the years. And so when I got it, I went through and I ripped out all the carpet, I ripped out all of the contact paper and any wallpaper that I could take off the wall, and then I got to work redoing it. So I added these 2 pieces here. These are just simple like square dowels that I glued on, because this piece right here by the door had been, these doors slide open and close. When they hit hard, this piece had broken off. So I added these dowels just to make it stronger. I didn't dare try to match the stain. With the time limits I had, I just put the pine on, and I added a lot of pine wood throughout the house, so I'm hoping it will just kind of all tie it in together. I glued the stairs back on to make the stairs work, but I added this bathroom with new walls, which I will show you in detail in a second, and I'm hoping that will make the stairs strong and that they won't come off. I put a new banister on. This banister has wire in between, so I'm hoping that will keep it strong. I know going into this dollhouse that my daughters are going to wreck lots of things. They've only had it for a week and there's already pieces broken, and I knew going into it to not get too attached because it was going to get broken, and I'd rather than play with it and break things than just have it sitting on the shelf and never played with. My parents bought some of the furniture for the house for Christmas to add to the gift. Some of this furniture is from the 60s that my grandpa made, and some of this furniture is from the 90s that me and my sister played with, and there's some things that I made when I was young that is still around, and stuff that I've made now for them. So there's lots of history and fun things in this house. So let's start in the front room. My sister and I used to pretend like this was the front door, just this area right here, since we didn't have a different front door. And so this is kind of the front door to the front room. There's a little mailbox over here. There's a basket of snowball pom-poms. And there's this cute stroller that my mom used to use that we store right outside and pretend like it's a front porch. So this is the front room. I added a fireplace, and I did the carpet and the walls. The wallpaper is just like a white brick. Then we got some furniture. I made some little books. These books don't open, but there's just little books I made out of cardstock that is fun to decorate with and fun for the kids to pretend to read. I made this plant back here. This is a phone that my mom had that she used to play with. So we keep that in here, even though my kids don't even know what a corded phone is. There is a shelf that I glued to the wall here, and this fireplace. I did that so that they can switch out any pictures. Like this is a picture of our dog. I did that so it's fun for them to be able to decorate with the things themselves instead of having it glued to the wall and then they can't change it. My sister actually lettered this so that we can put this above the fireplace. We added this window with a picture inside. I did not cut through any of the walls to add a real window because I don't know enough about woodworking and cutting through wood. So I just glued all the windows right onto the wall. This is a picture of a place that we visited, so it has a little bit of meaning. There is also a Christmas tree there in the back, and I made these presents. I just wrapped some boxes in cardstock and put some ribbon on it, and that is just for Christmas. These doors used to actually have little tiny nails that went all the way through that you could use for the doorknob. So I pulled those out and I glued on these little gold doorknobs to make it fun to open and close the door. So up above is the master bedroom. So here is a bed with a dresser. All of the drawers work. This is a tiny standing mirror with a drawer underneath. I added a window with a picture from a place that we've been and we love. This also has a shelf here on the side with little pictures. I added carpet here and the gingham wallpaper, which is really fun. If you come out here, there is a door. So there's a door here and a balcony. So this is all added. There's a little chair and table out here. This is a table for my mom that I painted, and then I added some scrap paper wood look for an interesting balcony. So here in the middle, this actually just used to be like an entryway or an open space with just this rock floor, and it had the stairs that go up around all the way up here to the top. And we used to use this kind of as a dining room or an entryway. It was just kind of an empty space, and I decided I was going to add a small little bathroom because I wanted some walls in here that would strengthen the stairs, because I wanted the stairs to have wood holding it in from both sides. So I cut these pieces of wood here and I wallpapered them and glued them in. I also added some ribbon on the stairs to look, you know how some people add like a rug going up their stairs, they staple it in. So I added a ribbon really only for strength for the stairs because the stairs are pretty weak. If you look up here, you can see that there's space that goes through. They're not even completely connected. So this is the little bathroom I added. I added a little wood floor with scrapbook paper, and I added this shiny scale wallpaper for the sides. I kind of had to work around the stairs, so there's kind of a little closet space back there that the bathtub can fit back there or the toilet can fit back there. It's really great. There's a tiny shelf here for decorating. This is a mirror, but it's actually just aluminum foil in a frame. Up above the bathroom here, we have just a small area, and we've always had this desk from my grandpa that we put up here, but I decided to get a tiny little sewing machine, to have a tiny little sewing room, sewing area for my daughters because they see me sewing all the time. There's a tiny shelf here for decorating. And in the back there is another window with a picture of a place that we've been and that we love. These walls have a white planked scrapbook paper for wallpaper. I wanted to keep it pretty basic. Up here on the edge is the kids' room. So I added carpet in here and I added some really fun floral scrapbook paper in here just to make it extra fun For my daughters, I'm sure it's going to be basically a girls' room because they're girls. I have a little Christmas tree in here. These are beds that my grandpa made, and we played with them and my mom played with them, but they were getting pretty worn out, so I kind of reattached them and glued them. I painted them. I was doing everything to make it strong on the seams so that it would stay together, and then I glued in this kind of textured fabric to make it look kind of like a mattress. There's a tiny window and a tiny dresser in here. There's also a shelf with things. The last room on this side is the kitchen. I pulled the chairs and table out just for the video. Usually it sits right here in the kitchen. There's some little donuts in this box. There's even a plate of little cookies that I made. So I'm going to move this to the side. So this kitchen has scrapbook paper that looks like tile for the ground. I thought it was a really fun kind of metallic look. So this kitchen I set up for now, but honestly, the way with all of the pieces, they can switch it around and change it anytime they want. They can put them on different walls and switch it up. It really can work in lots of different ways. There are 2 windows in here with places that we've been and we love. There are lots of tiny little pots and pans. There's a tea cup. The fridge is here and it opens. There's this little basket of fruit. I did not put a shelf in here because the shelf would make it hard for the fridge to kind of move around. Even the windows are already making it hard, so I've kind of left it kind of simple, but I think all of the tiny fun accessories make up for not being able to decorate in the kitchen. We put the dollhouse on a simple coffee table that has a shelf, and we have this clear bin under here, and this is where they put all of the extra accessories. So if they take it out, they put it in here. They have their dolls in here. There's extra beds, extra cabinets, all of their decorating things. So it makes it so everything can stay in one place, and if they want to take everything out of the house, they have a place to put it. So hopefully they're less likely to lose something. Did you love watching this dollhouse project? I hope it was fun and inspiring. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you have a wonderful day.